Ready? What's going on, everybody? You got Kyle Hines here with the Metal Militia Powerlifting. And if you're fucking new and you don't know who I am, man, I'm the Vice President of Operations. I work all day, all night behind the scenes making this shit going. But that's enough about me. Guess who we got with us today? We are going to have a special guest, Sean Willitts. He came in first place, best lifter at Metal Militia Nationals. He's down there out of Pennsylvania with Dave Barth. Hey, man, Sean, how the fuck are you?
Not too bad. How are you guys doing?
Very good. It's just me. So look, before we start, we have a tradition. We take 2 taps for the boys. Can't see it here. 2 taps, brothers, to you guys. So I've been out of the loop, man. That was my meet. That was my meet, and I ended up getting hung up in fucking Africa. I wasn't there, so I'm glad that Crawford and the gang were already able to put that on and make sure the meet still carried on. So what let's start with this. How did you do in the meet? What were your totals?
So I squatted 835, benched 585, and deadlifted 715 for a 2135 total.
Wow, that's great. So how old are you?
I'm 26.
26 years old. God damn, you're a pup. Man, that's fantastic. You're just eating nails and pissing pure testosterone and vinegar. That's fucking awesome. How long you been lifting?
I started lifting probably freshman year of high school, playing baseball. Never really got too into it till like my junior year, so around 2011, and then got into powerlifting around 2014, 2015. I actually interned at Dave Barth's gym for the summer, and I did my first meet actually on graduation day, graduating from college. I came in, did a deadlift only, pulled my last one in the graduation cap. There's a video on my Instagram of that. Yeah. Probably one of my favorite moments of powerlifting so far.
Sure. How much did you pull that day?
I pulled a measly 640 that day.
Oh, just a 640, huh? No, do you lift raw?
I used to lift raw. I am now multiply, unlimited, whatever you want to call it these days.
Sure. Now you look like a big boy. What's your weight?
I weighed in the other day around 330, 331. So I usually sit around 220, or sorry, 330, 330.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm so tired of these skinny little shits around here. We need more of these. You paying attention? 330 pounds of beef, man. That's really, really great. So we're talking about diet here in a minute. Don't let me forget. What you walked in, so obviously you're a heavyweight. You didn't go right off the bat. You didn't bench, so bench only was first, right? Mm-hmm. So when you walked into squat, what was your opener?
I wanted to hit 835. It's a number I hit, pretty consistently in the gym.
Right. So
sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, man. So you opened at 835.
835, correct.
That's awesome. That is, sorry. I'm sick, by the way. Otherwise, you'd be doing the podcast right now, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't get up there and get everybody sick, so I'm down here in my dungeon. So 835 opener, what were you wearing?
I had a pair of metal briefs on, Leviathan Ultra Pro, and then, just knee wraps. No shoes. They don't really like to wear shoes to squat. I'm I fall into that, strong feet, good ground contact. And nothing but the shirt on my back, then a headband.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. So that's fantastic, man. It's awesome. So when you went in and you were warming up that day, how was the weight feeling?
Weight actually felt good. I usually take the bar to warm up first just to get the hips loose and everything. I figured I'd skip that. One of the hardest parts for me in a meet is figuring out warm up, figuring out my timeline for warm ups. So I figured I'd just skip right to the plate. Plate jumped up to 3 plates through the briefs on, went up to 6 plates through the suit on, pretty loose, and then, right up from there.
All right. So 6 plates, boom, went to your opener. That obviously, did you smoke it?
Yes. Certain things I should have done different, I think. Probably should have got a little lower, admittedly, but hey, I got the white lights. I don't seem to mind that.
Yeah. So, all right. So then you took your break. You went on your second lift. What'd you go for that time?
I went for 945.
That's a big jump. Bold move.
Yeah.
High praise. I like it.
I don't really like to mess around too much in between.
Sure.
In my mind, I can hit that. I got called. I'm not sure what I got called for. I should have asked the judges, admittedly. However, I did stand up with it, racked it and everything. Got reds on that, so I figured I would try it again. And then
How
by
many
that
reds?
point,
2 or 3 reds?
I'm not entirely sure. I probably
It doesn't
3
even matter at that point, right? You're just like, all right. Did it feel light? Did you go, you know what? That's not a big deal. I got the next one. Is that how where your mind was?
Yes. I was planning going in, tightening that suit, tighten the dog shit out of it, get in the right frame of mind, and go from there.
You know, that's what I love. I love in a meet when you're missing shit. Not when you're bombing. I don't bomb. But like if you miss your first lift or you miss your second lift, that fucking makes me so angry. And I really get that needle focus. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, well now it matters. Now it counts. You know?
Yeah.
Have you
that's the thing for me. I'm not the guy that gets angry, gets pissed off.
Right. That's
I
good
know
at
what I need to
330
do.
pounds.
Yeah. I know what I need to do for the next one. I
Yeah.
focus in on that. Good visualization in between attempts.
Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. So how many times have you hit that before?
I've hit that twice in competition now.
Okay.
Never really creep up that high in the gym.
Mm-hmm. Right on. After that, you took your last break. You found your fucking center. You knew who you were, and you went out. What was your last one?
My last one I tried again at the 945, I believe.
You went back at it. So you didn't get that one, huh? Did you get it?
Did not get that. Nope. I was out of energy at that point, I think.
Okay. What did you miss it? Do you know what you missed it on the second or the third one?
I missed it at the bottom. I couldn't get back up.
So
luckily, the spotters there were fantastic. I have to give a quick shout out to all of those guys.
Yeah, those are my boys. Yeah, man.
They did great. They helped me when I was failing.
Those guys every year are getting better and better and better. That's the key. Metal Militia's getting the same spotters back, same loaders back. So the whole meet is running smoother. Everybody's safer. That's what I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Thank you for the shout out. It makes me proud. Thank you. So, all right. So then, so they did bench only first. So you rolled through squats. There was 3 flights, right?
Correct.
So you had a little bit of time to go get a sandwich or whatever it is that 330-pound men do when they have 15 minutes. And I can only assume that it's eat. So after that, you rolled up to the bench. What were you wearing for on bench day? What'd you have on?
I have a 2-ply Kruger made by Rob Farrell. Just got it maybe a month ago. Broke it at the gym. I was ready, confident with it.
Right. Oh, good, good. What was the biggest weight you hit in that Kruger before you hit the meet? In
the gym, I hit a 635.
That's okay. That's good, huh? How did it feel?
Bench has never really been my forte.
Yeah.
I'm 6'1", long arms, long legs. So it's kind of an uphill struggle.
Can't be good at everything. You're already good looking. Look at that fucking beard.
That's what I tell my wife all the time.
All right. So what was your opener bench?
585.
585. Did you hit it?
Smoked it.
Smoked it. Could have tripled it, huh?
Most likely, the way I felt with that one, for sure.
Nice, man. Nice. What kind of wrist wraps do you like?
I got I have a pair of Inzer grippers. I had used those in training for a while. And then actually Rob sent along some of his wrist wraps. Stiffer material.
Right.
Same length and everything. I use those.
Yeah.
Just because the thumb loops are actually a little bit longer, it's easier to take those on and off.
I like that about Rob's stuff, right? Rob is like the first guy to take and put like normal sized thumb loops. In every federation, you have to have the thumb loop off. People don't know that. It's a big deal. People get called for dumb shit like that.
Yeah, I always feel like I had to like dislocate my thumb just to get those thumb loops off.
Yeah, man.
And, don't want that wasted energy.
I had a set from Pioneer that was so tight and they would never break in. And so you can go too far with them.
Absolutely.
Farrell found a good balance.
Yeah.
So a little break, you hit your second bench. What was that?
I actually didn't hit my second bench.
You had a day, huh?
It was a rough morning for sure. Luckily, it all came together towards the end. But I went for a 635. It's just stupid little mistakes. Got about halfway up with it and just lost it.
No kidding. So you came down, you touched, and you were on the ascent. And what did it get back on you? Fall over your head or fall too far forward?
Just stopped right about, maybe 3 inches off the chest.
That's really strange for a shirt like that. You did something funky. You got out of position. Right?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, you know what? It's bench day. It's the meet. That thing happens. So what'd you hit your last one?
I missed it again, 635. And that one, again, shout out to the spotters for catching it. Came up. I was very confident at the bottom.
Yeah.
As it came up, the shirt rode up on me and the weight fell back.
Do you have a belt on?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you got to make it tighter, man.
Stupid little mistakes, I'm telling you.
Well, what you need to do is come up to the Adirondack Barbell Club and train with me and Bill and get some pointers and learn how to use that damn shirt, because we're technicians. We're good, man. We're good.
I love it.
All right. Yeah. So, all right. So again, that was nonstop, right? You rolled right into the next one. This is probably what, around 1400, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You guys are done with bench, maybe 3.
Just about. Yep.
Right. Have you been eating?
I had, I make these protein balls. So I had those in the bag, had some carrots. Don't really like to fill up too much. We had pizza there, obviously.
Sure.
Don't want to get too much. I don't want to get that bloat for the deadlift, just to save the head judge.
Were you? I know what you're talking about. Were you eating gummy bears? Any sugar?
Yes, I had a bag of Kit Kats. That's usually my go-to candy.
Hell yeah, man. Okay, great. So opener deadlift.
I went 645. I like to stay conservative with the deadlift, at least to open.
What'd you have on? What were you wearing?
Nothing. Just a singlet. I like to pull raw. I tried in the briefs, tried it in the squat suit. I pull conventional, so I don't get as much of a carryover from that.
Yeah.
And, if you get too high in weights, you can pull it, but can you hold on to it? That becomes the real question. So,
man, come on. Raw, I don't like it. I don't like anything that you're saying. If you're going to put on a squat suit, if you're going to put on a bench shirt, you need to work your grip, you need to work your forearms, and you need to learn how to use the equipment, because the equipment's there for you, man. So you're only shortchanging yourself. You got to get into it. Come on up to New York. And we're going to train you right. Actually, I can't say that. You got Dave Barth, man. Dave Barth is a fucking a juggernaut down there, right?
Yeah.
You train with him on a regular basis?
Yes, I do.
And you're lucky. You're just lucky to have a guy like that. All right. So what was your first one?
645.
645, smoke it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Second one?
680.
Hit it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
This is what I'm talking about, the redemption here.
Wow. Yeah, because I was getting a little depressed, I'll be honest with you. 680-pound deadlift smoked raw is really something to be proud of. That is really something. Well, now, what was your last one?
I went up to 715.
You get it?
I got that one. Yep.
Wow, man. Good for you. 715 pounds. How did that feel in the hands?
Felt fine.
Yeah.
The hands were the least of my worries there.
Okay. What was the max of your worries?
Not hitching.
Okay.
For some reason, it came up a little bit like above the knees. Once I got it up there, got it up pretty easy, but it wasn't as smooth as I would have liked it, but still got it.
You ever talk to Randy Owens?
We had spoken actually for the first time at that meet. Yeah.
Yeah, good. You should pick his mind. That guy can hold a lot of weight.
Yes.
He holds a lot of weight, man. How did
he do? It was funny. He actually did pretty good. It was funny. We were talking in the warm-up room, and we were all pulling, 4, 5, 6 plates. He comes up, pair of briefs. He's like, "Oh, this is a good place to start." Pulls 5 plates, quickest I've ever seen.
Yeah, man.
Pulls that slack out of that bar, and it flies up.
He knows what he's doing. He knows.
He certainly does.
I go to him about my deadlift. You know what I mean? He's got me on a program right now, man. It's cool.
Nice.
Man, I'm glad to hear that. That sounds like, so you had a good day.
Overall, yes.
Where did you sleep? Where'd you stay?
We slept at the fantastic Fort William Henry. Shout out to those guys for letting us use their property, letting us use their rooms.
Yeah, good, man. So you had a nice time? You enjoy the stay? Now we're gonna do like a whole meet recap. Bill and I are. So I don't want to get too much into the whole thing. Did you like the show as a whole?
Oh, absolutely. I always put on a good show up there in New York.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Damn right we do. Don't mess around, man. There ain't no time for that nonsense. So
Nope.
let's talk about your daily. What the hell do you eat? What is it? Wait, hold on. Are you're drug free? Am I not mistaken?
Correct. Yep.
So you guys at home, you got to understand all that stuff he was just saying. The kid, he's in his 20s. He's drug free, like he should be, and he's killing it, hitting more weights than you. What's your excuse? Ah, all right. That wasn't for you. So what do you eat? What's your diet like?
I'm usually up pretty early in the morning, so it's usually, bowl of cereal, whatever I can get my hands on, something quick, something easy. Lunchtime is really whatever's left over from the night before. My wife eats gluten-free, so that means I kind of eat pseudo gluten-free. I add a little bit more in there.
Yeah,
So it's whatever we have, from the leftover from the night before. I'll take that into work, and then, snack throughout the day. When I get home, just eat as much as I possibly can. During the week is not too bad. I train mostly on the weekends, so that's when I really fill up and fuel up before and after workouts.
Yeah, right. Oh man, that's great. So what's your biggest, what's your go-to meal? What's the big meal that you go to?
Probably pre-lift, I would say steak, sweet potato fries, and my secret weapon is asparagus.
Oh, man, I can't. No, thank you. That's fucking nasty. Have you ever eaten chicken wings? Because that's way better than asparagus, man. That's way better.
Admittedly, it is, but something with asparagus gives me superpowers.
So, what's your deal with you take vitamins?
Yep, I just usually take a multivitamin in the morning.
That's it. That's all you take. One multivitamin. None of that secret stuff from GNC.
No, just Target brand, cheap as hell multivitamin.
See, it can be done. It can be done, man. It can be done. That's fantastic. I'm really, really glad, man. I'm super proud of you to begin with. You've done a fantastic job. You make the whole federation proud. When a guy comes out, he's drug free. He's in his 20s, and he takes best lifter. You had a kind of a shitty day. I hate to see you when you fucking nail it, man. When you nail it, it's going to be really something. You're going to be something to contend with. It's great. Yeah. All right. Well, I got to get Boogie in here. Let me ask you this. I just redid the rules. Do you have any questions about the rules? Any question about any rule? Do you got an idea? You know how teams work?
No.
See? So look, I'll tell you a little something before I split with you, just so I can kind of help you out. Maybe you can come up with a team. You need 3 people to 12 people, right? And that makes up a team. You can't have 2 people in the same weight class, but it could be men, women, and you spread them out throughout the weight class, right? So you guys down there got 3 people. We got 3 people or 5 people or whatever. We all compete. And whoever gets the most first places in all of their divisions gets the most points. So usually when we do this, we set up a bunch of teams to do this. So you got like 15 teams, and the first place gets 10 points, so on and so forth. If you tie, then we start going into second places and third places. So that's just kind of a general overscope of how it's calculated.
Okay.
So, if you're ever interested in doing that, I think I'm going to host a big meet, or I'm going to have, I think Chris Kitchen said he might be interested in doing something like that. It'd be fun to be a big team meet, bring everybody out, to give me an opportunity to beat you.
Bring it on.
I got to take what I can get. I'm an old man. My hips don't work. How's Dave doing?
He's good. Yeah. We were just training together today.
How many people you got down there training?
We have a group, maybe about 6, 7 of us.
That's regular?
Smaller, tight-knit group, but
that's a great number. Yeah, great number of people. Everybody's committed, right? Everyone's there getting it hard.
That's what I always say. You don't have to be the strongest guy. You just have to show up.
Just be there
for your team. We'll push you.
What's your next meet that you're looking at?
So I definitely want to do Worlds in December. I think I want to redeem myself on the bench. Probably come September, doing Dave's meet, home meet. Maybe put up a bench only.
Yeah, Dave's meet there. That's September. Is that the old Iron Bowl?
Yes.
Man, that meet is fantastic. That is a fun meet, man. That's a fun meet. So, oh, that's great. So you're going to go to September, then you're thinking December.
Correct.
Right. Full meets both times.
I think September will just be bench only, but then come December, full meet.
Okay. Maybe you'll be in a deadlift suit by then. Who knows?
We'll see.
Well, everybody, that's Sean Willitts. He's a big son of a bitch, man. You just keep watching him. He's in his 20s now. Wait till you see him when he's about 35 and he's got all that real fucking strength coming in. I mean, he's 330 pounds. He's going to be a machine, a monster. So thank you all for tuning in. There's going to be a podcast here sometime this weekend or early next week, as soon as I get feeling good enough to be around everybody. Sean, man, thank you so much. Thank you for doing this. And thank you for doing what you do with your team and by yourself and all this, man. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you for having me here.
All right, man. It's Metal Militia. It's for life. All right.